Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robot Cat here again, and in this video I'm going to show you a real quick way you can beat the Warpriest in the King's Fall raid. So real quickly, I just want to go over the basics for those of you who haven't spent hours on this already and don't know the mechanics. Alright, so what you need to know is, just keep in mind left, middle, right. If you see those totem poles in the middle of the screen right now, it's got some hieroglyphics on it. That's the middle one. There's one on the left and there's also one on the right. Now what those essentially do is they mark where the glyphs are on the floor. So that's important because there's a sequence you have to hit them in a second. I'll show you how to do it. So you want to designate people, players 1, 2, 3, and 4. Players 1 will be on the left, player 2 will be in the middle, and player 3 will be on the right. Player 4 will be up right above Chino's dead body here, like just above this wall to my right. But anyways, now your player 4 is going to be your designator. He's going to let you know what the sequence is. And on the back of the totem pole, there are lights that light up that will indicate which totem pole, or glyph, that you have to stand on first. You have to stand on the glyph. The totem poles are just the big poles. If I say stand on a totem pole, that means stand on a glyph. Anyways, your designator will stand up there and kind of keep jumping around to avoid the boss's fire, and he'll look for which one lights up first, and he'll say, okay, we'll say the sequence is just left, right, middle. So he would say left, and then the left person would stand on it, player 1, and then he would say okay, right, and then okay, middle. And you guys have to do that in that order without waiting too long, or else the glyphs will kind of reset and you only have 3 tries or it's a wipe. But pretty much you'll want to kill, to get to the glyph sequence, you just kill all the enemies, and then when you kill all the majors, call out a get in position, and that's going to, player 1 should always be on the left up top because it's kind of longer to get up there than it is to get to left or right. But you should always be near position, and then players 5 and 6 just kind of float. We actually had someone up there with player 1 just to, because that area is a little hectic by yourself, but player 5 and 6 can just kind of, just float around pretty much. But you want to kill the enemies as quickly as possible to avoid the enraging. So kill your enemies, and then after you activate the correct glyph sequence, this is the most important part. Say the last glyph you stand on in the sequence is on the right. That means that this buff, the damage buff you're going to get, which is going to allow you to damage the boss, is going to appear on the right with the player that activated the glyph on the right. Okay, so say I activated the glyph on the right last. What I want to do, just call out a go to the right. It always activates on the last glyph that's activated. So everyone would then move to the right and stand in this red circle that's going to pop up. That's the buff. It's called, I can't think of the name, Initiate or something like that. But pretty much you have a timer of 9 seconds, right? So what you need to do is whoever has this red buff needs to kill the enemies instead of damaging the boss, because when you kill enemies, it's going to increase your timer so you can survive longer and keep the buff going for longer durations at a time. And in that time, every one of your teammates needs to be damaging and staggering him with snipers. Everyone would not want to shoot their sniper bullets at the same exact time, just to prevent any downtime in between staggering him, because once you stagger him, he's not gonna be able to activate his Oculus, and Oculus is an instant kill if you're not behind one of the totem poles. So every time that you activate a sequence, you're gonna get your buff for a little bit, and then if you don't stagger him enough, he's going to activate the Oculus like you just seen there. As long as you're staggering him, he's not going to be able to do that. So you're going to be able to put tons of damage on him, especially if you have weapons of light. But I would recommend waiting a set. Like if you say you're sniping him, if you wait a sec, like wait till your teammates kind of like have to reload, and then you snipe him just to keep that stagger going, so he doesn't Oculus you. And you're gonna be able to take him down to half health in one sequence. So that's really pretty much it. You just get your people in position as soon as you kill the majors, and then after you do 2 sequences, you'll have a bunch of Taken spawn, and it's the same process, but Taken are a little harder. So you know, just keep that in mind. And then if you don't get him down in 2 sequences, generally we had it always spawning up on the left. Like whenever it happens on the left, that's usually the worst because it just takes so long for everyone to get there. But you have a total of 4 tries to do it, so as long as you're doing at least 25% damage each time, you'll be good to go. Just make sure you pop that weapons of light, and you should be good, you know. But yeah, that's all you need to know, guys. Snipers, like machine guns. We didn't really use primaries, but also Night Stalkers. They need to blast him with a super. Right before, like right when the sequence starts and everyone gets in position, they need to blast him with the super so he takes like double damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. This is going to be a quick way you can beat the Warpriest. If this was helpful to you, just go ahead and leave me a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe if you want to see some more tutorials like this one. And I'm going to be uploading as soon as I find them all, I'm going to upload a video of all 50 ghost fragments, so be prepared for that, guys. Alright, I appreciate your watch. See you guys later.